Glacier National Park was created in 1910 on May 11th in Washington County, Montana.
Glacier National Park is home to 71 species of mammals, ranging from the tiny pygmy shrew, about the weight of a dime, to large majestic species like elk, which weigh upwards of 500 pounds. Not only is the park large, over 1 million acres, but the surrounding national forests, wilderness areas, and Canadian protected lands ensure that wide-ranging animals such as grizzlies and wolverines have plenty of room to roam.
Some endangered species in Glacier National Park are the bald eagle, the grizzly bear, the lynx, and the bull trout. Once the bald eagle was put on endangered species list, then their numbers increased and they were taken off the list in August of 2007. Grizzly bears, they're abundant throughout American West. Grizzly bears today only live in 5 distinct recovery areas in the lower 48 states and in sparsely inhabited areas of Canada. The bull trout, the introduction of non-native lake trout and northern pike increased the competition for food and the threat of predation to the bull trout population, which is why their numbers decreased.
Geologic formations in Glacier National Park are recognizable by dramatic exposures of Precambrian sedimentary rock. These ancient rock formations record a shallow belt sea environment that opened and closed intermittently over many millions of years.
The second geological process for Glacier National Park is sedimentation. Sediments in Glacier National Park deposited, and over time they created the Belt Sea. The sediment then floated to the top of the water level and began to condense. Over time, these sediments became rocks via heat and pressure.
Massive forces uplifted a slab of rock that was several miles thick. Erosion forces accelerated over millions of years and removed the upper layers of materials, exposing the rock formations evident in the park today.
The Pleistocene Ice Age saw large ice sheets repeatedly advance and retreat throughout the temperate regions of North America until about 10,000 years ago. In the area that would become Glacier National Park, ice advanced and retreated until probably melting completely about 12,000 years ago. During the ice advances, the lower valleys were filled with glaciers and only the very tops of the higher peaks were visible. The rivers of ice sculpted the mountains and valleys into a variety of landforms associated with major alpine and valley glacier action.
The boundary in Glacier National Park is a convergent boundary. It is continent to continent and it makes mountains and glaciers. The Great Ridge of the Rock Mountains mark the boundary westward and eastward drainage systems.
Past ancient cultures from Glacier National Park include American Indian tribes and early settlers. With the American Indian tribes, there's physical evidence of human use that dates back more than 10,000 years within the boundaries of Glacier National Park. Numerous Native American tribes utilized the area around and within what is now the park for hunting, fishing, ceremonies, and gathering plants. For the early settlers, starting with fur trappers, Anglo settlers began populating the glacier area in the early 1800s. Some homesteaders would later become the park's first rangers.
Glacier National Park is home to 71 species of mammals ranging from the tiny pygmy shrew, about the weight of a dime, to large majestic species like elk, which weigh upwards of 500 pounds. Not only is the park large, over 1 million acres, but the surrounding national forest, wilderness areas, and Canadian protected lands ensure that wide-ranging animals such as grizzlies and wolverines have plenty of room to roam.
And dripped off the roof. Gross. That's gross. That's so gross. Are you taking a video, Mariana? That is... I'm suicidal now.